sorry ass DJ.
You can get some.
It's Thursday. It's 8 o'clock. And I'm still celebrating my birthday. Oh, it's the Big Detecting Show.
Evening, dear. Good evening, everyone.
Evening,
How are you
Adrian. How are
feeling?
you? What?
I'm good. How are you feeling? How's your
What day
body,
is it?
your head? Yeah.
Why is that doing that? Why are you having a biscuit over there?
A biscuit?
I'm just having a melt. Look.
You're lighting, dear. You're lighting. Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Let me put big lights on. Hold on.
Big light. Hope everyone's okay. Hi, Donna. Hi, Andrew T.
Oh, that's better. Big lights on.
Jim Painting's here.
Jim Painting.
Hi, Derek Gibbon, Dominic.
Derek Gibbon
Thanks,
just
Barnes.
this minute messaged me about something. Said he saw you somewhere.
Who did? Who?
Derek Gibbon.
Hopefully it was in a field and not a public toilet.
It was a car, an Ego, are they? They're tiny things, and its number plate was basically Gaylord.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't have a small car. Well, I do have a small car. It's only got 2 seats. Yes, good evening, everyone. And firstly, thank you to Lockdown Competitions for last week. Got an email from Alan McVitie. He's over the moon about his Garrett Ace 400i.
Say it right.
Show. What?
Say it right. McVitie Biscuit.
Oh, McVitie. And Simon Hadlow for his ProFind pinpointer, courtesy of Lockdown Competition. So I think Simon got his ProFind Saturday morning. I'm not sure about the Garrett yet, but got them very, very quickly. So thank you. It was a good show.
Thank you very much.
It was a good show. And then Dave went off to celebrate his big 50 birthday, and you had a good time by all the pictures you sent me.
I had a surprise soiree. It wasn't a party because I kicked off. I even kicked off when I turned up in the pub, and it was like, well, Darren Richardson, the JCB Dego, was there. And I was like, what are you doing in my pub? Well, it wasn't my pub. It pub in Congleton. Oh, just come down for a drink. And I didn't realise there's like stupid banners up at me behind him. I was like, well, yeah, I got a little bit drunk and I was drinking, what was it called? Sambuca. Then my mate was buying me Jaeger bombs and then baby Guinnesses at the end of the night, I think.
Oh dear, not very good. Not very good.
So I'd like to. Well, thank you to everybody for your best wishes. I did actually receive a bucket list, Adrian. I'm going to Krakow in September and off to the salt mines and to Auschwitz and somewhere else of consequence in that general location. Loads of
Very
like.
nice. Yeah.
You've got a nice T-shirt. Where'd you get that from?
Well, I haven't only got a T-shirt. This is going to be green, but we've got a green screen, and it's actually. How do I
put your hand behind your head? Put your hand behind. How did you fall for that?
If I turn the green screen off, you won't see me though, will you? No. Anyway, that was from Digar Wear. Kindly, I actually bought it. That's digrwear.com. Ollie kindly sent me that. Well, I paid for it, and it is actually really good. Good quality, and it fits. It's not a Chinese fit. So if you want to wear one that looks stupid or go and do something illegal or get arrested wearing it in front of the paper. No, I didn't mean that. Go to digrwear.co.uk. But he also sent me a nice mug, big detecting show mug for dear Adrian, which is new to the show. So I'm drinking a nice cup of coffee in it with it. So thank you very much, Ollie. Yes, it's been. Did you go? You obviously didn't go metal detecting on your birthday, or
no? I went to York on Monday.
Terry's Orange.
Wednesday. Yeah, went all them play. Fantastic time. I sent you pictures of the video of the Van Gogh interactive experience. Which, to tell you what, if somebody would like put anything in my cup of tea that day, I'd have been like, wow, that was amazing. Went to the Barley Hall medieval townhouse. Everything that you could think. Well, the only place I didn't go in was the Jorvik Centre because the queues were like, right, can we come in our York Pass? Yeah, but you have to wait about 5 days. So,
did you get Terry's Orange?
No, I don't like chocolate and orange. Doesn't go. Weird.
Oh, yes, it does. Like pineapple and pizza.
But then I went to Valhalla. Valhalla was ace. Valhalla is a bar, and it's got a Viking long hall upstairs, which Matt Kent, who's generally in the chat, got married not very long ago.
Oh, very interesting.
So he was sending me pictures of that, which I love mint. So yeah, nice few days in York. Come home and had to fit a door today, which was the first time I've ever done anything like that. Lots of swears.
I made 2 doors last month and fitted them.
Did you?
Yeah, not easy on my own, but a circular saw.
So anyway, tonight we've got a new guest to the show. We've not spoken to her before. She gave me a shout out. So anybody who does want to come onto the show, please feel free, like tonight's guest did, to give me a shout, and we'll book you in to come on the show in the near future. I think there's several occasions over the next 2 months that we might struggle to actually bring you a show unless Luke is available, because I'm away in 2 weeks, and I'm away for 2 weeks in Augusty. And then Adrian's away, obviously, on his holidays, but I'll be able to do the show, obviously, because I've got control of it. Ash Unearthed, can we have a new video, please, for the start of the show? That's been on there for about 3 years now.
Can I just show something, a bit of metal detecting news? Well, not historical. This is from Donna Martin. And do you remember when Donna came on?
Oh, yes. Well, while you're doing that, while you're showing that, we actually got a voicemail from her, haven't we?
Yeah, so the Soham Museum commemorates the 80th anniversary of the Soham rail disaster. And if you didn't watch the show, I'd watch it back because it's amazing what happened. I won't tell you too much, but it's World War II and a huge explosion. And Donna's house is not too far from there.
Should we go? Should we press play?
Yeah, go on.
This is England calling. England calling. Badger, you're still on duty. What a boy. Lovely to chat. Been a few weeks. Been over the pond, Had to have a little chat with the old Yanks about some land. Lots and lots of land out there, Got lots of permissions too. Those Yanks are bloody lucky. Badger, why have you got a pair of tights on your head? Badger, get out from under the desk. Come on. Yes, take them off. It's indecent, Anywho, just wanted to say hello to everyone and hiya and howdy to the old Yanks. Thank you for hospitality, very kind. Saddlemaker, bit of a, question mark over the spade. One is back in Old Blighty now. If one would like to send the magic spade, hopefully new condition. But here to receive it whenever you'd like to post it. And also promised you, if you send me your address, one would send a but for such men as these. And if anyone is interested, 2nd of June, so Sunday at 10 a.m. at Soham Church of St. Andrews, there will be a big event to commemorate the 80th anniversary of the Soham rail disaster. All for now, chaps. Tally-ho.
Thank you, Donna. 2nd of June. Might go that. I don't think I'm doing anything the 2nd of June.
I wouldn't even know where it was, mate.
Soham?
It's your way, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's closer to me than you. Yeah.
And I better show this as well because it tastes. Mrs. Saddle got me a cake. Check that out. It's got Big Detective Show logo on. And then that's the wrong button.
Where am I?
I nearly turned the show. You're on the back, obviously.
Oh, lying down.
And then this little chap with his metal detector, his little spade, and his RKMD, and his purple beard on top.
That's good. It's very thin.
Well, obviously, because it's like me.
Cheaper marzipan. The woman probably... Who made it?
Someone.
Oh, that'd be 100 quid for that cake. And my husband on it? Oh, 200.
Can you just slim him off a little bit?
Yeah.
Right, let's bring on tonight's guest. Good evening, Jelly. How are you? let's unmute Jelly's Jelly. Your mic's muted.
Yeah, I'm
There it is.
unmuted. I'm struggling with technology in general tonight, aren't I?
Right, and now turn your phone on its side.
Oh, I'm upside down.
Eh?
Oh,
Does your phone do that auto?
Wait a minute. Is that better?
Yes.
Perfect.
It's really not going well, is it?
No, you're in now. We're all groovy.
Don't worry.
I'm still trying to download Google Chrome on my laptop, but it's just not. It's not having it at all.
Adrian, you're the expert.
So you've gone to Google and downloaded it.
Yeah, I've had this before where my MacBook just doesn't like, for some reason, doesn't like Google Chrome, so I had to uninstall it because it was just causing issues. But anyway, that's by the by. It's just going to have to be my phone.
Well, your phone's all right.
You're here anyway.
Yeah.
Until your battery runs out on your phone.
Yeah, I will need to go get my charger at some point, I think. But yeah, sorry.
We once had someone on in a bed sit on a Kindle.
No, it wasn't a bed sit. It was in a shed.
Oh, in a shed on a Kindle. Who managed? It took about an hour, didn't it, Dave? Before the show, and he said, "I can't get Internet Explorer or Google Chrome," and I don't know how, but we got him on. But it was probably the worst quality. It was like a Nokia phone from like the late 90s. So
Jelly, a lot of people have got a clue you are. Can you introduce yourself to them?
Yeah, my name is Jelly. So I'm a relatively new detectorist based in Colchester in Essex. And I run a couple of social media channels. It's the Metal Detective across a couple of channels, Instagram and YouTube. And yeah, basically, I just love detecting. I'm out as often as I can, and just sort of throwing myself into the hobby as much as possible.
Lovely. That's a nice introduction, isn't it, David?
It is. So how did you actually get into the hobby? What first brought you to the notice of metal detecting?
So it's something that I've always thought, I'd quite like to try that, but sort of never really got round to it. I had a pretty bad ankle injury at the end of 2021, which meant I had like a full ankle reconstruction at the end of 2022. And I basically couldn't do my other hobby. I couldn't really walk much. And when I said, when I'm back on my feet, I'm going to try metal detecting. And it's really helped walking on the uneven ground and through the mud and stuff like that. It's really helped my ankle rehab. So it's been a bit of helpful in both ways, helped me sort of get back out and about after the injury, and also helped a lot with the ankle rehab, so it's quite good.
Another fine example of what the hobby is good for.
Yeah.
It's not bad for anything, I don't think.
It is alcoholism.
Yeah, that's only at rallies. But Jelly, so did you know anyone, friends, family who were metal detective before?
No, it was quite funny how I got into it. So I thought, I don't want to buy a machine sort of straight away in case I don't like one, but I put a post on a couple of the local Facebook groups, and a chap that lives a couple of towns along said, "Oh, you can borrow my detector if you want." He didn't know who I was, knew nothing about me, I knew nothing about him. So I rocked up to his house a couple of days later and just borrowed his Nocta Simplex. Took it to the field on day one, and it was like a mud bath. It had been raining solidly for like 3 days. It was last sort of March time, the beginning of March last year. I had just been chucking it down with rain for days and days, and I went out in this muddy field. It was still raining. I got covered in mud. It was everywhere. It had seeped through my allegedly waterproof trousers, and it was just everywhere. But I had the best day. I had such a good.
Oh, we lost you then. Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad first machine to use, Simplex, and definitely it's waterproof, isn't it? So
yeah, thankfully, because if it wasn't, it would have been a problem.
So then, obviously, did you buy it off him, or did you hand it back, or
no? So I used it 3 times and then decided, I like this, I'm going to buy my own machine. So he got it back. I cleaned the mud off it. It took a while, but he got it back. And off I went and bought a Nox 700.
Good call. Yeah, good call. Yeah, I like the way you didn't go out and buy a Manticore for your first time detecting and go out. But yeah,
Sorry, I might have a Manticore and a Days 2 sitting beside me now, which is a bit.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Someone got addicted.
You know, like when I was at school, I'm a little bit older than you, I think, Jelly. But when BMXs come out, you know, your parents bought you sort of a basic one, but you got the odd kid at school who'd have like the 500 quid one, which is a lot of money, and they'd ride it to school once, and then it'd sit in the garage. And I think a lot of detectors potentially, I think, are sitting in people's lofts and garages where they've tried it, not found anything. They've gone on social media and seen, I find gold every day, and you don't. And I think they will end up like air rifles of the 70s and put in people's lofts.
Probably.
But yeah, so you've now got, so you've got you tried a Simplex.
Yeah.
You then got a Knox 700.
Yeah.
You got a Deus 2 and a Manticore.
Yeah, so I bought the Days 2. I think it was just before Christmas time. I bought the Days 2. I'd been looking at like sort of upgrade for a while, and I'd tried the Deus and I'd tried the Manticore. I liked both of them, but I preferred the Deus, which I've been using since Christmas. And like my find rate's just gone through the roof. It's such a great machine. It's really light. I love the sounds it makes. So it's a really definite machine when you get a target. But someone was selling a Manticore for a really good price the other day, and it was 10-minute diversion from my drive home the other night. So why not?
Yeah, it's funny because they're both really good machines, but they have pros and cons each. The Deus, I think, the ergonomics and the weight and is nothing out there can beat it at all. But yeah, the Manticore 2D screen and the ability to change the tones and everything. I personally find my lab tones a little bit fluffy compared to the Deus. No, I do. I find it, but that's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
And
I think they are the tone of tones.
Yeah, but I've grown up with like sort of not.
Yeah, but enough about Tom and what he sounds like.
No, tones. Oh, don't talk to me about him.
Tom?
Apologies if I've got a red face, everyone. I'll explain that later.
Apologies as well, Adrian. I've got a nice little video that I put together of pictures that Tom sent me last week, and I haven't uploaded it.
Pictures doing what?
Nothing, mate. And we all thought I was the drunk one.
Anyway, what on your Deus 2, Jelly? Do you use the XY screen or do you use the big ID number?
I just use the screen that it was on when it gets switched on. I like the one with the big numbers, but I don't really. I'm not sort of focusing on the numbers. Like I'm much more just listening to the noise. And like for example, my clip broke. The clip broke to attach the remote to my machine at the start of a weekend of the other week, and it wasn't an issue because I like just listening to the noises. I might look at the screen and just sort of check the numbers and think, oh, that might be this or it might be that. But I'm very much a sort of sound-based detectorist.
Yeah, I mean, XP's background is in, I wouldn't say music, I'd say audio. Yeah. They originate from audio, so they're very switched on with it. Is it the master you got or the main control box?
The full remote, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's Dave, you haven't used a Deus 2. No, you used mine once, didn't you?
I've had to go with Shane's as well.
Yeah. How did you find it?
I'd need to use it more often to be able to give you a definitive review of said machine. I wouldn't like to comment. It was light. God, it was light. I could walk around all year with that, just continuously. But I couldn't tell you because I've just banned your metal detecting friend, by the way.
Oh, good. Thank you.
He's going on about finding silver denariuses and stuff. So we've been put on the naughty stuff.
Yeah, he found a silver denarii at the weekend. I found a James I coin weight and a hammered.
Can I put you on the naughty? Oh, I can. I put you on the naughty step. Anyway, he's on the naughty step. I've laid you back.
Yeah, block James. If he comes back again, block him. what was we talking about? Oh yeah, so jelly. Obviously, you went out. What was your first find of consequence? Something like your first, second day out. What did you find?
So on my first day, I found a coin. It was blank, but it was a coin. I was super excited. The second day I went out, again, it was muddy. It was horrific. It was an iron tone, but I kept digging. It was about 3 feet down, and it was a adjustable wrench that was definitely not adjustable anymore. It was just very much rusted to pieces. But yeah, some chaps walking past said, "What are you doing digging for Australia?" And they helped me fish out this massive, big, like adjustable wrench, which I've still got to remind me of not to dig iron tone.
Oh, what happened then? She back
I
again.
don't know.
I don't know. Ah.
That's the first time it's ever done that, where somebody's gone off and then come straight back on without me reacting.
It just flashed like blank for a minute, and then it came back again. I don't know what it was.
Are you using an iPhone?
No, it's a Samsung.
Oh, I was hoping you were going to say, yeah, it is iPhone. I was going to say, yeah, they always do that. But sorry, those who've just joined the show watching, if you scan that QR code, you can go to Jelly's YouTube channel and watch her videos. And please subscribe, because Jelly's come on the show and she's been nice to us so far. So scan that code. And what
she might not be nice to us after she says tonight. Ask Adrian. She might not be nice to us at all.
Is there an Ask Adrian tonight?
What can I say?
You've thrown me. I thought you'd forgotten about that. What was I saying? I've lost the plot now. Completely thrown me. Yeah, Jelly. So you found a rusted wrench, and then what was your next sort of like? Oh.
So I then did another dig where I didn't find much, and then I got the 700. So I only did 3 digs with the simplex before I got the 700. And the first time I went out with the 700, I found a blank silver coin, which was cool, and loads of little buttons. But my first, I'd say, decent finds, I was really lucky. My first decent find was a silver denari with Adrian on it, and that was a pretty special, special.
Should we ban Jelly now?
No. That's good. Yeah,
so that was my first sort of.
I've got to ask you, because somebody else asked you. Yeah. Where did Jelly come from?
God, like I knew this would come up.
You should have been prepared.
Well, it's made from water, crystals, and like liquid, and you put it in the fridge.
If there's any young ears in the room, please cover them, because it's not the most family friendly of nicknames. Basically, my maiden initials were KY. I'll leave the rest to you guys.
That is the best nickname ever. She's in our gang now, Adrian.
That is really good. That is really, really good.
Yeah, I mean, if I tell people my real name, they forget it within minutes, but they never ever forget Jelly, especially with the story. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's literally it.
I think that's really good, actually. I was wondering.
Rob Random said that she's very slick.
I'll take that.
I was wondering. I was waiting for you to say a story of my dad worked in a jelly factory, and I was conceived. No.
Wayne Rowlands is now asking, "What's your favourite jelly?" But I think we've already determined that.
Well, it's raspberry.
Raspberry. It's raspberry.
Yeah, raspberry. I do like the lime one occasionally.
No.
Yeah, occasionally, as long as it's Roundtree and not like Co-op Zone.
I actually want jelly now.
Yeah, I can eat jelly. I used to eat the chunks, just the chunks.
Oh yeah.
Can you still buy jelly chunks?
Yeah.
Can you get jelly in a cake?
I don't know.
No.
Think about it. Get them little jelly, them chunks, and cut them up into really small chunks and put them in a cake.
Maybe.
When you're eating it, you got cake with
to
jelly.
Make chocolate brownies. Yeah, that'd be good. I'm on it.
Chocolate jelly brownies.
But the jelly would go in the mixture in the oven and might melt.
Yeah, but it might not.
Right, it's an experiment. I'm on it at the weekend.
I'm not going to sleep tonight now. I'm going to have to try it after the show. So, sorry, going back to metal detecting, Jelly. You found a silver denari. That is
Yeah.
banging. That is. I mean, how long have you been detecting?
14 or 15 months.
Whoa. And you found a hammered as well.
I've found a few hammered. I think I'm up to 7 hammered now. Having started the year on 0, I'm well chuffed with that.
I think also you're in Colchester. I'm in Chelmsford, so I'm not far from you at all. And we're quite fortunate, not being racist about Scotland, but we have got a lot more history down here for detecting, especially Colchester. Anyone who's watching Colchester, what's the website? Not Colchester Museum, Colchester Colchester Detecting website is one of the best websites. Not the layout, but the actual content.
The layout's
the one with the buttons and stuff.
About 80,
yeah.
It's not been changed for about 86 years, has it?
No, it hasn't, but it's good because they keep everything on there. But it's
Content's
really,
spot on.
really good. So when you going back a bit, Jelly, obviously you got a metal detector, and like, how did you go about getting permissions? Because obviously it is a nightmare. Or did you join a club? Or
so I joined. So as soon as I could, I joined Colchester Detecting Club, and I'm also a member of Clacton. But with my permission, so I was super lucky. I just knew someone who knew the right person, and I've got a farm that's about 600 acres near Harwich. And it's I'm so lucky to have that permission because it's great. It's all arable, so it's all out at the minute. I can't touch it till August again, which is unfortunate. But it's a great permission. It's lovely as well. Really, really nice scenery and stuff there. It's nice to go out and clear your head. It's nice and quiet, and I love it.
Jim Painting said that he's had your brownies at the Colchester Club, and they're yummy.
My brownies, yeah.
Oh, Jim, Jelly has got some savage tattoos. No, Rob, stop it. That's naughty.
I can't see them.
Don't worry. It's Rob Random. He's rude. He should go on the naughty step, but he's Rob Random.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Have you met Jim? Jelly then?
Jim
Painting. He's a painter.
Oh, yeah, he's at Colchester, I met him at Colchester, yep.
Yeah, he's all right now. Ignore what people say about him. He's a lovely bloke.
He's nothing on Tony, is he?
No. You haven't got any kids, have you, Jelly?
No, I've got stepkids, but I don't have kids of my own.
That's all right. They don't go with you to the Colchester Club, do they? No, you'd be fine. Yeah, he's all right, Jim.
Wendy Howard. Hello, Wendy. Hope you're well. She says that you come to a digs at Dedham Vale as well.
Yes, I have, but I'm not a member of Dedham Vale yet, so...
I can't read these things out by Rob Random.
I love the Dedham digs. They are great, but I'm not a member of Dedham yet. Maybe next year, Wendy. Hint, hint.
Wendy. She's one of us. She's all right.
Wendy's invited me to a lot of digs, which is lovely of her, but every time the dates come up, it's either pouring with rain and it's cancelled, or it's my wife's birthday, or I've got a family event. And I'm because it's only like half hour up the road from me, Wendy's dig. But I must go up there with Jules and Lisa one day soon.
I have been prompted, by the way, something that we didn't mention at the start of the show, but I have got written down to say a bit later in the show, but we'll bring it up now, that the Rodney Cook No Frills Weekender has been announced in East Wiltshire. Friday the 4th of October till Sunday the 6th, 450 full weekend tickets are available. No day tickets are available, or early bird tickets available. Tickets to go on sale in June. And I think I read somewhere, was that about 45 quid, Adrian?
I only found out today about it. I didn't know anything about it. So Gary messaged me today. So that will be set up. I'll set that up and we'll email everyone who's registered. And also those who did sign up for the Rodney Cook Memorial waiting list months ago. Some tickets have become available. You were emailed, 20 odd people were emailed today. Check your spam folder, check everything, because there's still some tickets on the waiting list which are available. And those who don't respond by tomorrow, it will go out to other people. But yeah, Rod, are you going to Rodney Cook or Detectable Jelly or any other rat event?
Yeah, so I'm doing the first one. I'm doing is Rodney Cook. I'm not doing Detectable this year. I'm going to another dig the same weekend, which was organised before. That's the Just Detect Roman Valley. And then I'm going to one up in Scotland the last weekend in September. I think like around about the 22nd. Detectormania. Yeah. So I've full packed out September, and there's an LGD one at Sudbury that I'm doing at the start of July as well. So.
Oh, I need to speak to Gary Robertson about the Scottish one.
Yeah.
Anyway, don't you think that Jelly sounds like Tom Dempster in a Scottish?
I don't know who that is.
Otis Arms.
Well, they're from Scotland.
Yeah, but where Gary Robertson and that are very Scottish, she isn't overly Scottish. It's quite nicely balanced.
Yeah,
it's because I've been here so long. I've been in England 15 years this year, so it's sort of gone away a little bit.
Oh, you didn't come here to detect?
Just not there. See, Adrian was worried that you might have to come on, and as normal, I have to tell him what you're saying and stuff.
No,
but we're all right.
Subtitles. You need subtitles.
I'm all right with Scotland. It's the bits in between I struggle with.
Whoa.
And I'm all right with Ireland. It's just the bits in between.
Whoa.
Sort of that. Sorry?
That means me.
Sorry? I don't. Yeah.
He's on the naughty step again.
I do struggle with it. I think I don't know what it is. I think, well, we can talk about accents all night. So, Jelly, you've obviously been in the hobby now, just over a year?
Yeah.
Right? And you found something the other week, which is a lot of people's bucket list stuff. Actually, yeah. Do you know what you found, Dave?
No.
Do you want me to tell?
So I could
we're doing a bated breath thing here now.
I could get the video up.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. I get shaky and a bit panicky. Yeah.
It's all right. Adrian's like that most weeks.
Only in the mornings, Dave.
I was actually while I was away, Jelly. I was going into in York. I was going to the not the auction house. What are they called, Adrian?
Sorry.
Where they have old stuff in and they sell old stuff.
Junk shop?
Called? No, not junk shop.
Antique shop?
Antique shops. And I was taking photographs of all the metal detected and metal objects. And I've never seen a fibula as big as the one I sent a picture of to you, Adrian.
Yeah, deleted that.
It must have been the size of my fist. It was a military, something military. It was absolutely humongous.
Yeah, I must admit, it was really, really big. Right, if I get it on what Jelly found, give me a second.
I'm waiting for breath here now because I still don't know.
It's not that exciting.
Well, no, it isn't. But it for some people who haven't even found a hammered, how do I make it big, Dave?
Rub it.
No. If I do that.
Don't do that, Adrian. Not on telly. Oh.
Can you hear it?
I don't know. It's like a bit of lead to me.
More leads.
Exciting. Moving on.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
I had something here. It came in sort of 60s. I had a bit of cloud in my hand. I was breaking it up. I've got this. I don't know if you can see that. Can anybody see that?
Oh.
I don't want to get too excited. But let's open it together. Have a look. Oh my lord. We've got gold. Holy. That out later. Holy.
Are you on your own there, Jen?
Yeah.
I was literally just, I'm not going to look at it yet. I was literally just talking to someone in the car park about, I haven't earned my gold yet. I know, I feel, anyway, you're all waiting to see it. I'm just talking crap. Are we ready? Literally, look at my hand, it's shaking. The anticipation for everybody involved. There's a drone above my head as well, and I'm sort of wondering what the heck's going on. Oh my actual Lord. I don't actually know what to say. I'm trying to keep a bit quiet because there is a few people on this field, and obviously I want to give this little area a quick quiz before anybody else gets here, but 1796. Oh my God, I'm actually shaking. This is hilarious. Oh my God. Oh, God, Jesus Christ. I can't even deal with that. I can't deal with that. Is that George III? It's going to be George III with that date, isn't it? 1798. Yeah, 1797 is cartwheel pennies, so it's going to be. Oh, Jesus Christ! Honestly, I can't even deal with that. Oh my God! I'm too shocked to even cry, to be honest. I know a lot of you have been following me since that quest for my first hammer, but oh my actual God, I can't even keep my hands straight. Holy, sorry everybody, I'm going to bleep this out if I can.
To be fair, Adrian, I was like that when I found my gold thing that ended up being a little starter pistol thing.
Let's stop that. That's very nice. I was just looking, actually. I found exactly the same one a couple of years ago. Not your one, but yeah. And
did you do the gold dance?
No, I only done that once.
Not you, Adrian. I'm talking to Jelly. She didn't do the gold dance.
I did.
Well, I'm sorry. Time to stand up and do the gold dance.
No, I'm the world's worst dancer, and on the day I just couldn't be dealing with the drama. I just wanted to like celebrate it like myself and not have to be like, oh my God. I don't know. I just couldn't really cope. I was having a bit of a sort of overwhelmed day.
Yeah.
How long did you sit there for?
Probably like another 5 minutes after I stopped recording, just like turning it around in my hands and saying "Holy shit," basically.
That beautiful, the way gold comes. It's like people who don't metal detect. Like when I found gold, I take it to work and show people because they're interested. And everyone's like, "Have you cleaned it?" And you're like, "No, it comes out the gate. It's gold. It comes out the ground like that." And it's just beauty to the eye. It really, really is. It's but yeah, I've only done a gold dance once. I have found gold a few times, but I've only done a gold dance once, and only because my mate kept saying, "You got to do a gold dance."
It's fucking gold. It's got gold. It's gold.
I was just looking there at my detector. That wasn't. Yeah, it was a Root Assault 71, but it looked orange in that. It looked like James filmed it on a Nokia or something, Dave.
Yeah.
But yeah, and you found that, Jelly, and you've done pretty well in 14 months.
Yeah, as I said, as you'd have overheard me saying in the video, I'd had a conversation with somebody in the car park literally that morning as I was setting up, and he's like, "Oh, fine, gonna find some gold today, Gel. Leave some for me." I'm like, "I haven't earned my gold yet. I've only been doing it 14 months. I'm not. I didn't go out. I never ever went out thinking I hope I find gold today, because I just never thought it would happen, to be perfectly honest. Like I thought I'd earned my hammer after almost a year not finding a hammer. It became a bit of like a rolling thing, like, oh, maybe this week, and I was starting to get disappointed when I wasn't finding it. But I just never expected to find gold, so it was a total complete shock. And I know there's people been doing it a lot longer than me that have never found gold, so yeah. Just
it's
I couldn't quite believe it, to be honest.
you do feel cherished when you find something like that. You really, really do. My wife sorry, Dave. He's looking. My wife once said to me one morning, "You'll find gold," and I did. And then every time I go out, I say, I don't ask her to say it, but occasionally she'll say it. And if she doesn't, I'm sort of like, oh. But gold isn't. It is lovely, but there are.
That's the days that she doesn't realise you're actually left the house, isn't it?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, probably. But yeah, I mean, for me, like I've found pretty much all the things that I'd like to find. But for
Fibula.
me, fibulas. I can't find fibulas. Honestly, I've dig, you name it, dig everything up. I find bits of fibula, but I can't. I think it's 5 years since I found a decent shaped fibula.
I think mine's about 5 weeks, Adrian.
Yeah, and I've been to Rodney Cook, 3-4 times, detectable. I'm in Essex, like you, so we've got a lot of Roman history. Do you know? I shouldn't tell you really. You know the old Colchester Road to Chelmsford? Do you know that?
No, not really. No.
No. Well, that's a Roman road. And
Okay.
one of me and my mate James's permissions has probably got 7 big or 8 big fields right along that Roman road.
Right.
We
Yeah.
picked silver denarii, Roman, you name it. There's been gold nobles, staters, everything coming up. Find
Is it
that.
the A12, Pomsey says.
No.
Oh.
It's the old A12. Well, there's 2 roads, but yeah. So, but yeah, the old A12's got a lot alongside it. But yeah, and I just want to. But I think the metal detecting gods are waiting for me to find a gold diamond encrusted one, or ruby
nice.
encrusted. Yeah. But yeah,
I
that's
have found one fibula. I found a really, really small fibula. But it didn't have the catch on it. It was just like the sort of top part.
Yeah,
There was some
that's
enamel,
yeah.
some enamel still on it. But again, I refused to believe what it was. I just pulled it out. I went, I'm not going to say the word fibula, but it kind of looks like a fibula. I'm going to just ask somebody to tell me if that's what it is.
James Barnes has put that's called fibulous. Yeah, I am fibulous. Wayne Atwill, poor Adrian can't find one, or is he telling fibulas?
Adrian, following
following
last week's show, where if you enter this on the lockdown competitions, where you can win tickets for the weekender for Rodney Cook, plus the tent, plus all the other bits and bobs there's been some more prizes added, or another prize added.
I heard, yeah.
It's a composite cleaning pencil jerry can full of composite cleaning pencil things. Look at that.
My wife would love that in the lounge.
I think she would. I think she'd absolutely adore that.
Or by the bed, actually. Yeah.
No, next to the telly, so you can open it and just do a bit of cleaning every now and again.
Yeah, because it's not that I talk to friends about metal detecting at all when they come round. Yeah, I actually got talking to someone the other day because you, Jelly, you're passionate about it. I can tell.
Yeah.
And I don't know what you do for a job, but you do work, I presume.
I do work. Yeah, I'd love to detect full time, but it's not going to happen.
What do your friends at work think?
It's like a mix of like my friends in general. It's a mix of like excitement and like, oh, that sounds interesting, or yeah, not for me, it's too muddy. But like the question that everybody asks is, oh, what do you find things, are they worth much? I don't care. I don't care what they're worth. It's the first thing everyone asks. How much is your gold worth? I only know because I had to check that it wasn't above the split limit with the farmer. But I don't care how much they're worth. It's like that tangible link, isn't it? Tangible link to the history and holding it in your hands and stuff like that. But the friends are a bit sort of, some of them want to try it, some of them don't want to get themselves muddy in a field or get up at like 5:30 in the morning.
I was talking to an archaeologist in York the other day. I was in the Roman Bath Museum, which is below a pub called the Roman Bath, which does a nice pint. And he actually said that York has actually probably got 97% of its archaeology still below the surface of all the buildings. You're never going to find it now, or unlikely to find it.
Yeah.
So that's just one place. We get out in the fields and we find in that stuff, and as Jelly says, it's a buzz to just get what you get.
Well,
apart from fibulas.
Did you fibulous? I like that.
Fibulous.
Fibulous. Jelly, did you like history at school?
No, I hated it.
Yeah, so did I.
This
Yeah.
is like I'm getting into history because of detecting rather than the other way around. I know a lot of people they get into detecting because they were history buffs or whatever at school, but I did not care less about history. I'm still not very good at it. Like I still don't know a lot about like sort of especially the monarchs and things like that. But I'm learning as I find things because I'm finding a bit of interest in it. So yeah, it's helping the old knowledge base a bit.
Yeah, and I think you appreciate it more because you're actually touching it. If that makes sense. I mean, I didn't like history. I liked the war in second primary school because we did a bit on the Second World War, and I could sort of relate to that with grandparents. But secondary school, oh my God, it was so boring, and the teachers were rubbish. I can say that because they're probably dead now, but yeah, and I think also with the the internet, books, like even books now are more interesting than they were when we were at school. But I think finding stuff and sharing it with friends, social media and stuff like that, it makes it more popular, and that's what's made the hobby boom in the last since COVID, isn't it, Dave? Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's why this show pretty much came about, wasn't it? Well, no, it didn't. But I joined in COVID, and he couldn't get rid of me because I was bored and didn't have much to do.
Hey, Adrian, guess what time it is? It's that time again. It's Ask Adrian. Now, this week's Ask Adrian, I think a lot of people would quite wish things like this to happen.
Sorry, James has just put one of my teacher's names in the chat.
Do you want him banning?
Yeah, block him.
Okay.
Thanks.
On a timeout's naughty stuff. A lot of people tonight will gravitas towards this sad, lonely, sexually active male. My mate's wife seduced me as I gave her a driving lesson. We ended up having sex in a woodland lay-by. My head is all over the place right now. I'm a fit guy of 36, so it's Rob Random, obviously, and I work out of a boxing gym. My mate's 51 and he's a boxing coach. He's been a friend of mine for 10 years. I have a great respect for him. He lost his driving license recently due to having some sort of epileptic fit. We were all there for him and supported him. His wife is 40 and she's been finding it difficult to get around as they live in a village with little public transport, and she hadn't even learned to drive. Now they need her to learn so they can use the car again. My friend asked me if I had to take her out to practice driving at weekends, and I have happily to oblige. We've been out a couple of lessons when she hit a rabbit in the road. She was so shaken up, I got her to pull over. My reassuring hug suddenly turned into a passionate kiss. We were both pretty hot under the collar, and so when she suggested we go to a quiet area and then pulled into a lay-by, I couldn't help myself. We had sex in the back seat. It was wasn't the longest session I've ever had, but it was the most intense. Afterwards, she told me my mate hadn't had sex with her for weeks because he's been worried any excitement will bring on another seizure. We've had sex 3 times during the weekly lessons. I really feel bad, but I can't help myself. Adrian, what do I do?
Well, for a start, you shouldn't be coming to me because that sounds a serious one. And I would rewind, go back to that first lay-by you went in that was near Woodland. I would say, no, I don't want any of this. I would get out of the car, shut the door. You're obviously into detecting because you've written into the show or faxed us, probably faxed us.
And he was near the field.
I would go into that woodland and I would look at it. I would look for wild garlic. I would look for signs of ancient history, and I would detect it while the lady's getting hot and passionate. And if you find a crotal bell or something, you could make a jewellery out of it and give her that as a gift, as opposed to the intercourse of something else. Fair enough?
Fair enough, Adrian.
Because that's what, people in cars, you need to be out in the field. So go in that forest. Don't let her come with you. Go out yourself. Thank you. What's their name, Dave?
I couldn't possibly tell you that, Adrian.
Oh, is it James?
No.
Oh.
If I'd read that out, it's on the naughty step.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Apologise to any young listeners regarding tonight's Ask Adrian. I'm sure he'll be back next week. If you do have anything to ask Adrian, send it over to me, and we will ask Adrian.
I put the wig on so no one recognises me in case it goes to national press on the advice I give. That wasn't a real one, was it?
Yes.
Oh my God. Well, he should take my advice. Deary me. Not enough decorum in the world. Talking of decorum, I've nearly got Jelly.
Yeah.
We do Adrian's wall, don't we, Dave? Should we get that?
That'll be on soon.
Yeah, that'll be on soon.
9 o'clock, 2 minutes till that.
Yeah, I've just got to check I've got it. Yeah, I've got it.
I think nobody will get tonight. I think we'll get. You're not allowed to give any clues, Adrian.
Well,
also,
I have got a clue. I have got a clue, but I won't give it away yet. I'll give it away on the Adrian's wall. Sorry, Jelly, we're waffling on, talking about all that rubbish and stuff.
I'm fine, I'm partial to waffling myself, don't worry about it.
Yes, that what it was. Right.
How often do you get out detecting, Jelly? Because obviously you've got a job.
Yeah, I try to get out as often as I can. When my permission is open to me, I will try to get out maybe 2-3 times a week. But at the minute, it's like once a week, which is... I'm going stir crazy during the week, but I try to get out as often as I can.
It's bad at the moment because the fields are just rammed.
Does your partner detect?
No.
And what are their thoughts on it? There she goes again.
No, I just got on with it, basically.
Yeah. You need something to get away, whether it's kids, wives, husbands, whatever, partners. You do need, I think you need a bit of free time, definitely. I mean, I went out the weekend, and all our fields are pretty much ram packed. Got 2 or 3 permissions. Actually, the big one has got a few fields where the crops have failed. The other one, which is probably 30 fields, that's absolutely jam packed, literally right up to the side of the road. And there's another one that's full, and it's just a nightmare. So me and my mate went out at the weekend, and we drove round just in case they had like an area free, and there's nothing. And then we parked the car up in the middle of the field, and we walked probably about half a mile through 5-foot stinging nettles. I had shorts on, mate had jeans on, and I was literally, it was just constant like, ow. And then we found a bridge that went over a little stream that was all overgrown, went through there, then we went up a mud bank, and then we found one field that was covered in sewage, like where they'd sprayed it, and it was just black puddles full of poo, and we detected on there for a bit, and it was absolutely minging. But then we found a bit where the crops have failed, but it's quite a far away, and I found some nice bits, but it's almost like, like when you were younger and you come home from school, there's no food in the fridge and you start nibbling a gravy OXO cube or eating raw jelly. It's like that. It's getting desperate at the moment, but we haven't got long. Well, we got 6-8 weeks. So
yeah.
Anyway, it's that time. Don't forget, you can download that and have it as your ringtone from bigdetectiveshow.com. However, if you do use it, don't put it on your phone and forget to turn the volume down. And when it goes off as your alarm at 5 o'clock in the morning, you hurt yourself falling out of bed because you shit yourself.
Hey, that's the way you put it. Right. No prizes.
Oh, that's a bit odd tonight.
What's wrong with it?
It's like half the screen. Half's black and half's Adrian Wall.
Has it gone now?
No, it's crap.
Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Is that better?
There's the fella.
There he is. Right. No clues. We've never had this before, but we've spoken about it on the show before. I spoke about it a few weeks ago.
Adrian. Jelly, you can choose the first number as you are the guest.
Thank you. My lucky number's 11, so let's go with that.
Legs 11, wet word.
That's helpful.
Evening Mia, number 21. Happy birthday to Mia this week. Carl Monks, number 13. I'm going to scoot right down the bottom. No, it's not a spear. Dave Seymour, number 20. It's not a bill hook. Carl Ellis, number 22. No, it's not a sword. No, it's not shears. If you'd like to guess, Jelly, just butt in.
Yeah,
No,
I have no idea.
A nutcracker. No, it's not a knife of Nazareth, or a harp, or a trap, or sheep shears, number 10. Not a Bronze Age chisel. Not a hawking bell. Jelly, number?
14.
Not a Jew's harp. It's not a comb. It's not a woad grinder. Number 30. It's not scissors. It's not a Roman horseshoe. It's not a chape. It's not a pendulum. It's not a nail of the cross of Jesus. That's because Rob Randomazamore. It's not a harp tuner.
We've got to have that on.
It's not a nose ring. It's not a flint. It's not a strap end. It's not a fibula catch plate. It's not arrowhead or medieval mount or a clothes hook. Number 19.
No. 19.
It's not a hair grip. 27. It's not a Stone Age axe head. It's not a Lavener Pro Diesel heater. It's not an S buckle.
What model?
It's not a Casper mold. It's certainly not phallic. Number 23. It's not a testicle remover. It's not a whistle. Number 29. It's not a nutcracker. His holy relics are in the safe of Solomon. Bob Hance has got it. Well done.
Well done, Bob
Hance. It's a shoelace end.
Yes, it's a lace end, lace tag, lace chap, or aglet as they call them as well. How we now have plastic at the end of our laces to stop them fraying. This is what was used in medieval times, and also for.
Tell us a little bit about it, Adrian.
What this one? Well, this one's copper alloy lace end lace tag, post-medieval, 1600, 1750. It is formed from a rectangle of red copper alloy sheet to form a tubular, slightly tapering cylindrical cap or chap. The seam has 5 teeth on either side and runs vertically down a reverse, an identified vertical line running down its opposite side. There are 2 pointed prongs at the base of the chap. There remains a white organic material, which I'd be very excited about because that's like medieval material. Possibly wool within the tag. There's no evidence of a hole to secure the chap into lace. Now, that is very interesting. And before the show, I had my finds identified 2, and that is actually on page 224. because
Right.
I've
Rob Random says he's loved a few of them in the tail bins before.
yeah, people do. A lot of mudlarkers find them. They seem to, but in finds identified, you can see there's all those ones there. And
What a book.
yeah, so you can buy that from Greenlight Publishing or Amazon. But Bash, have you got that, Jelly?
I've got that. Yeah.
Have you got one?
No, I think I've only got 2.
One's good, but go to greenlightpublishing.com. You can get that. And Finds Identified 3 is coming out soon.
Ooh.
No
So-
way. What's that going to be covering? Do you know?
Ornamental eggs from the late 17th, the 18th century.
Fabergé and such like.
Fabergé.
Yeah. No,
Kinder ones?
It's going to have some interesting bits. It's a bit like what's the one? Oh, jewelry, discovering jewelry. There's lots of little bits in there which we think is probably bit of turt or whatever, but there's parts of jewelry that quite often get thrown away. But yeah, but Finds Identified 3, I think later this year, probably around Christmas time, so you can put that on your Christmas list.
Jelly,
Well
I've got to give you a thumbs up, Jelly, to you holding the viewers tonight. They haven't all gone off to got Britain's Got Shit talent.
Oh, good.
Is that not going?
Oh,
Now,
That does
Wow.
that one.
see when you get your Macintosh working and you come on here, and
yeah.
you do silly things like Adrian's doing, then you get all madness going on. That one, Adrian,
Yeah.
you like that one.
Oh my God.
Now do raining. It's working tonight. That doesn't
That one
look like
don't work.
there it is.
Oh.
And there was another one as well, clapping hands, but that never seems to work. It puts balloons because I did that for your birthday.
Did you?
Yeah, I did that for your birthday, but it doesn't work. Clapping hands, maybe because I've got funny hands or they're burnt. Like
So
my nose.
what's on your bucket list, Jelly?
Well, meeting a
A gold stater, obviously. A silver thimble. I know it's kind of basic, but I like the idea of a silver thimble. I don't know why.
Adrian's got a book about
Yeah, gold stater, silver thimble.
that.
Nice.
There it is.
gold one.
Oh.
Gold one.
I can't get a gold one. I've already got my gold.
No, you can. You think?
I would quite like to find like one of them little rings with the skulls on it. You know, the little sort of memento mori.
Yeah.
I'm saying it wrong, but you know what I mean. The little
Yeah, you're
rings
right.
with the little skulls on them, because I like skulls.
Rick Hill, a book on nondescript lead. Actually, that is worth publishing because I'd buy it. There needs to be a humorous detecting book, and that would be the one, a book on nondescript lead.
Do you know, I saw somebody's self-releasing a book this week. Crazy Horse, Caroline Parkinson, actually shared it, and it's the second book. But I don't know what the first one was called. Oh, the original book, Gavin Horrocks. His original book was called A Weekender to Forget. And then the second book, which is due out, a short story, 186 pages, Revenge of the Weekenders.
He's not the one who drives the car, is he, for that woman?
No, that's...
Oh.
yes, my lady.
That
was Parker.
Jelly, have you found many crotal bells?
I have found one ringer crotal bell, lots of parts of crotal bells, and a little tiny crotal bell that just makes a tiny noise, which I quite like.
That's probably a hawking bell.
It could be.
Otis Arms is in the chat now. Otis, you and her have got the same voice. Not obviously the same. You can't share a voice.
You could be his sister.
Maybe.
Might be.
Yeah, there's only like 200 people live in Scotland, so it's probably
Roughly
possible. Yeah. Jim Painting doesn't time fly watching the show? It does, Jim. It's amazing for me
Derek
and Dave.
Sherwin, how about a book called Build Your Own Tractor with Parts You Find?
That'd be cool.
Well, no, tractor implements probably be a better description, because I find more implements like bits of the plough, bolts, and stuff.
Tools of the Trade by Jelly Morgan. All about that spanner.
About the spanner, yeah. I actually have started writing a book, but I'm not too sure where I'm going with it at the minute, to be honest. So it's only in sort of introduction stage, and it's sort of taken a bit of a backseat in the last few months. But there is something in the pipeline, although I don't know what it looks like yet. So watch this space.
What
It's not just doing another version of vampires or Harry Potter, is it?
Oh no, it's a detecting. It's a detecting thing, but it's obviously a detecting thing. But yeah, it's I don't quite know what direction it's going in as yet. But hopefully we'll get somewhere.
37 uses for KY jelly.
That would sell 100%.
I still like that book on lead, because
Yeah.
that could be like top trumps. Do you know what top trumps are,
Yeah.
Jelly? Yeah, I don't know how old you are. Sorry, you look quite
Adrian,
young.
kids still buy them today.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, the Harry Potter, my lad's got Harry Potter and bloody all sorts.
Not like
Footballers.
warships and sort of
No, they do all sorts of crap now. Pokemon ones.
Oh,
What the
you could-
strongest Pokemon?
you could do lead top trumps, like the size, the weight, the interest in it, the stars of the shape, how deep you dug, what the signal was, like VDI, what number it was. You could do lead top trumps. I think
We're
I might
on
make
to
it.
something.
Gareth
Yeah.
Howard's just beat all. How about a book called How to Cure Your Partner's Insomnia by talking about metal detecting time?
Do you know, that's really good, Gareth, because I feel so sorry for my wife, because when I used to go detecting, I'd find my stuff and I'd normally go around my dad's and show him, and he's like coin collector, ex-detectorist, and I'd show him stuff and go through it, and he'd be really interested, and we'd get the Sphinx book out and we'd look at like the history behind the coin and the values and all stuff like that. And he obviously passed away a few years ago. So now I come home and my wife's like, did you have a good time? And she's genuinely interested now, but I feel sorry for her, because it's hard, isn't it? Like trying to talk to someone about your whole day out and explain how excited you are because you've got a bell that rings. Do you know what I mean? It's quite a bizarre hobby, but yeah, it's I think going back to what you were saying earlier, Jelly, you go out and you clear your head. What other hobbies did you have before metal detecting, out of interest?
So sorry, excuse me. The hobby that caused me the ankle injury in the first place, which was indoor bouldering. So I was like, it's climbing without a rope indoors, up to like a height of like 15 feet, 16 feet ish.
What, on like chairs and tables and things?
Like walls.
Sorry, what was that called?
Bouldering.
Oh, but like lumps?
Yeah, just like sort of holds stuck to the wall that you sort of climb up. So yeah, that's what I did. That's how I messed up my ankle. So it got to obviously that I couldn't climb when I injured my ankle. I couldn't climb when I had the op. Other than that, I just like getting out and about, going for big long walks and stuff like that. I love music. I love listening to music. I play guitar, but I'm really bad at it. I like to sort of amuse myself right occasionally with a guitar. That's about it, really.
Did you ever go
Adrian, have you seen the film Mr. Holland's Opus, where he writes his own music, and that's what Adrian does? Adrian is, some of the music you've wrote is profound on the guitar, isn't it?
Well, it's not a guitar. It's more a sort of, it's between a, how can I put it, a banjo and a ukulele. I made it in about 1987. It's made from sycamore, which is quite a weird wood to use for a sort of what do I call it? Banjo banjolele.
Oh.
And I actually use horsehair that's been intertwined and weaved as the strings. It's only got 3 strings, but I've been playing it now for 17 years. I've written some songs. 2 of them have been played at the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra. I backed them up. And I also brought out a 7-inch LP 3 years ago, but that didn't sell.
He's laughing.
Sorry, Jelly, he's taking the piss.
It was available on cassette as well.
I was just giving him the ammunition, and he's just fired it at you of stuff he's making up on the spot.
I was trying to figure out, is he lying? So should I look impressed or should I look amused? I didn't know which one to go for.
Sorry.
Banjolele, that's ace. Now you have to make those. Banjolele out of Sycamore.
Well, I am, in all honesty, George Formby. Do you know who he is?
Mm-hmm.
Of course we do.
He's my great uncle. So there's probably a bit of sort of synergy there. I don't know. He's not really. Not really. I am honestly, truthfully, 100% related distantly to Dick Turpin's wife.
What?
So Dick Turpin's wife was one of my distant relations. Got it in the family tree. Yeah. Yeah. That is true.
Did he
true.
jump out from behind the family tree and rob you?
Well, I wasn't here. I wasn't born then because that was hundreds of years ago. But he used to do a lot of stuff in the Epping Forest. We know someone who does all that, don't we, Dave? Not dropping people off in lay-bys, but yeah, he's distantly related. My brother's got it, and he's got all the paperwork. But yeah, so I'm quite pleased. Right.
William Wallace is Tom Dempster's. Well, it's not even a word. Seceding cousin once removed.
Oh.
What's a seceding cousin?
Does he mean second?
Rob Random's asked a sensible question for once. Jelly, do you have your shaft fully extended when detected? So
I'm not tall. I'm not very tall, so I'm only 5'5". So
I'm still in my shoes.
It sort of just goes to the height that I need it.
So okay.
No. Hold on, let me put myself on mute.
Twice removed. Tom Dempsey. Yeah. Do you know? I get confused, Dave, between Tom Dempster and Grant Dempsey's son.
What?
Isn't it? Tom. Oh, hang on, Jim Pantin. We went to Blackpool once when George Thornbutt Appreciation Society were having a convention. George?
Adrian, the pub by us has a ukulele society playing every Friday, all their practice. I went in there one week and there was about 40 of them in there, all playing the same song on, and I was like, oh, I'm going.
I like the sound of it, but Jim, how long ago was that? Because George Formby must have been dead. Bloody hell.
Yeah, they still have an appreciation society for George Formby. They all play with sycamore ukuleles with horsehair hurdy-gurdies.
George Formby. That's. Do you reckon more people go to that than the Charlie Drake Appreciation Society?
Oh,
those who don't know, Google Charlie Drake. God, dear, sorry, talking 70s there.
Yeah, I don't know the 70s. I wasn't here.
No, I gathered that. It was a very strange time. Well, you've obviously seen it on the news.
I've gathered it.
Yeah, it was. Well, we won't mention any famous people who are not here, not on the show, but people who fix things and stuff like that. Yeah, it was quite bizarre. Very bizarre.
You ready, Adrian? You ready? You ready? Hold on. Nearly there.
Oh, what am I doing now?
There you go. Next weekend's actually the next convention in Blackpool.
Well, I can't go, can I? Because I wanted to go to Donna's Donna's thing.
is the songs in his desert?
Do you know what I'm going to do? Do you know what I'm going to do? When I pick my daughter or my son up from their friends in the next few weeks, I'm going to play that in the car. Loud, really loud, high treble. Okay, thanks, Dave.
Sorry, mate, I was getting a bit into George Formby. I love these films. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, well, that's all we had on telly, wasn't it? That, Laurel and Hardy, and
Tarzan.
Why Don't You? But so what are the plans, Jelly? Obviously, is it your first Rodney Cook rally this year you're going to?
Yeah, first Rodney Cook. So I'm just trying to charge my phone. I'm figuring out which side. Let me try and turn myself upside down briefly. Is that I'm the right way up, right?
No, you're upside down.
You're
No, I'm
upside
not.
down.
Am I really?
Yeah.
I'm not upside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
It's all right. We'll carry on like that.
Yeah, it's all right. I do.
Pretend I'm a bat or something. There we go.
Adrian, Jelly's a bat.
Oh God,
It's all gone off.
It's all gone wrong. I don't even know what's going on now.
Respect it now.
God, Jesus Christ, it's all gone wrong. Sorry, rallies. Where am I going? First Rodney Cook. Yes, first Rodney Cook this year. That's
Yes,
better.
sorry. Are you camping, or if you? Oh, you've got
Just detect, and then she goes to Detectomania.
You've got a van of campiness, though, haven't you?
Yes.
You're luxurious.
I've got my camper van there.
Have you got a toilet in it?
No.
That's a bit personal, Adrian.
No, I was thinking for you, Dave,
Oh,
because you had a bit of trouble tonight, didn't
no,
you? And if that comes back again.
She said, "Any problem with the link?" I just had to run upstairs for a second. I was just polite.
I think he's overindulged his 50th
Right.
birthday last week.
Right.
And his body's.
Mate, I reckon I put at least £1 on.
Jelly? Jolly. I nearly called you Jolly Jelly, but I'll call you Jelly.
Jolly Jelly. She's very happy.
Yeah.
But I'll take that, whatever.
Jolly
Yeah,
Jelly.
whatever.
I'm going to call you that from Jolly Jelly. Did you have the camper van before you took up detecting, or did you get it?
Yeah, so the camper van was bought at the worst possible time. It was bought in November 2019 with big plans for 2020, and the furthest it went was Tesco.
But you had lots of time to spruce it up.
Well, it was all done. It all came all converted, so it literally sat on the driveway, went to Tesco a couple of times, and then,
What,
just all went a bit wrong.
Camped out at Tesco's.
I should have done it. Would have been more exciting than being in the house.
Yeah, I think that's the key thing to get, isn't it? If a camper van. But Dave had one last. Well, you got another one now, haven't you?
Yeah, it's finished now.
Yeah, and it is so nice at the rally when you've been out all day detecting for 8 hours and drinking for like half hour, whatever, and then you go back to your van, or as Dave does, gets back to his van and has a naked flannel wash in front of me and my son with a washing up bowl around the campfire. He didn't worry. It is quite nice laying on a nice bed. But saying that, camping's all right as well. I mean,
did you get your Tom that tent?
He might be watching. Don't. Yeah. Yeah. So, looking forward to it this year. But yeah, Rodney Cook, all the rallies are good. And I think Rodney Cook's different, obviously, because all the money goes to charity, and it's got good evening entertainment as well, isn't it, Dave? The comedians and stuff.
I don't know. I was poorly last year, so I sat in my camper van.
Oh.
Yeah, you were. But did you have tummy problems then?
Gallbladder.
Oh yeah, gallbladder. Yeah.
That French thing that nobody really needs.
French?
Gall.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, Adrian.
Sorry, I'm slow. I haven't drunk much tonight.
No, you've been drinking coffee, although I keep seeing a wine bottle whiz across the...
No,
screen.
that's C-Vit or some vitamin drink that I bought from
Buckfast.
the... Yeah, Buckfast, yeah.
Jelly, I know about that.
Do you drink, Jelly?
I'm going to disappoint everybody, and I don't actually drink at all.
No,
That's not disappointing.
That's very rare, kind of coming from Scotland.
Exactly, and that's what I get. I literally had someone else say that to me today as well. Like, oh, you're the first Scottish person I've ever spoke to that doesn't drink. But
No.
yeah, no,
That's
I
why you
don't.
got out of Scotland.
You got good
Designate-
teeth as well. So you're obviously not
Designated
heroin
driver
addict.
for life. No,
Yeah. Not yet, anyway.
not yet. No.
Artie
Out of interest-
Arms, first organised rally I did, Digger Dawn came to it, first time she'd been on a rally. And it was a bottle of Buckfast on the tombola raffle, and she won the Buckfast. It was up there with the, what's it called, Adrian incident? Hand sanitizer incident, let's just put it there.
Yeah, where she drank half a pint of hand sanitizer accidentally. That was
She kept
COVID
putting a
times.
drink under the hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
It kept registering and filling a drink up. So she got leathered on hand sanitizer.
Pure alcohol.
Jesus.
Jelly, out of interest, when you go detecting, what is your snack of choice and drink?
See, I was speaking about this the other day. I did a little Facebook Live. That's what it was. I'm really bad. I don't eat when I'm detecting, and I'm not a breakfast person, so I can literally go. I can get to my permission at 6:30 in the morning and get back home at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and be like, "Why am I hungry?" Like, that's why, because I literally haven't eaten anything all day. I make sure I drink enough. I take loads of water with me because if it's hot, I'm Scottish. I will pass out if I don't drink enough water. But yeah, I'm really bad for not eating. I might have like a little cereal bar or something, or Colin the Caterpillar when I get back to the car. I love a little Colin Caterpillar cake. They haven't melted by the time I get back to the car.
What, the whole cake?
No, the little mini ones. I mean, I would
Oh,
eat.
right.
I would eat a whole one if given half the chance, but it's probably not the best idea.
So that's in. So yeah, that is a problem with the hobby because
Yeah,
it is a bind stopping for lunch and even the toilet. I find.
yeah.
I find
Obviously,
it's just
as a
Yeah.
woman, it's a bit more of a challenge to stop for the toilet in the middle of especially a group dig. That's always a fun experience.
Do
As
you know
as a
what?
woman.
I feel really wrong having a wee on an organised dig. Very, very wrong. And I'll end
Yeah.
up weeing myself at some point one day because I'll be like, I can't go because it's
Can't
people
go
around.
in.
I just
Yep,
stand.
Rob Random, Dave eats cake every 40 steps when detecting. It's actually 47. There's a ruling. It's multiples of 7. So don't worry about that. Days in the week.
I think that's why you like the Manticore more than the Dice 2 because it's got a bigger cake ledge on it.
Yes, probably is.
The control box, because I remember you borrowed the
Yeah.
Dice 1 about 4 years ago at Detectable, Dave.
Oh, is that when I was
Dice
actually
1.
doing cake detecting?
Yeah,
You got a picture of it.
you balanced the cake on the control box of the Dice 1 and you didn't like it because it kept falling off.
When I
So
was
I
like
think
that.
I think it was Battenberg cake.
Battenberg's a weird cake, isn't it? It's only certain Battenberg cakes that are actually edible, I think. Not all Battenberg cakes got the mustard.
Oh, I could eat a Battenberg cake. I used to love Battenberg cake. Write that one down. Jelly chunks and Battenberg cake.
What a
Shut
weird
next
combination.
Battenberg cakes with bits of jelly chunks in it.
No.
Not
What's
sure it
that?
would go with the marzipan.
Don't know till you tried it.
No. Right, before we go, people should subscribe to Jelly's. I mean, a name like that.
Let's rub it and make it big.
Oh,
Subscribe to Jelly. Scan
Thank
that
you.
with your phone. And if you haven't got your phone because you're driving along on the M4, M1, A12, M25,
Or listening on the
A6,
podcast.
or listening on the podcast, go to YouTube, type The Metal Detective, or Instagram.
You'll see that little
Metal
picture that's above Adrian's
Yeah, and subscribe and follow
left
Jelly
shoulder.
because they're very good videos actually. And I'm not saying that because you're on the show. They're interesting.
He
just
actually
see the
did
tap
say,
when I
he
leave.
did say that to me before the show, the good video. So
I did
Thank
say that. I did say that.
normally he
So,
says something like, I'm going to say the good videos, but they're actually crap. But he didn't say that about you.
no, I didn't.
Thanks.
No. Not because Jelly lives in Essex and she left Scotland to live here, which says a lot. Apart from the but Rob Random, thank you very much. Great guest tonight. That is very true.
Say the rest
Jim?
of it.
Jelly Babe.
He says, big up the jelly baby means big up.
Yes.
Big ups.
Oh, it's not
Jim-
working.
Jim, no, it's not, is it? Jim Painting, I already am Jelly. What?
But jealous. Sometimes jelly means jealous, and people say that.
Oh,
People say
gel.
I'm so
Well,
jelly.
gel.
So jelly.
Yeah, well, gel. Derek
Yeah, but
Shelley
only
loves
people who are
bird
down with the
cake.
kids say that. Me and
Yeah.
Adrian, we're not like that.
No, not
Adrian
at all.
could do that. I can't. Okay, there you go.
Right.
That's it for the night. We'll be back same time, same place next week. Don't forget, if you would like to come on the show, please give me a shout and we will organise something. Doesn't matter if you've been on before or not, give us a shout. I've got a lot of people to go through at the moment. So I've actually got no current lineup guests because I've been away and such like. So, Jelly, it's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you tonight.
Thanks for having
Again,
me.
if you ever want to come on the show, feel free anytime and we'd love to have
Happy
you.
to come back.
Oh, Eagle Eye DJ's back.
Block
Now
him.
he's not again.
Nick Berry's just joined. He's missed it. Yeah, well done, Nick.
Night, Nick. If you're out this weekend, have a good one. It's June this weekend, so the weather should start improving.
It won't.
Well, it don't make no difference. There's no bloody land. Anyway.
There is that, yeah.
And we will. Oh, what's this one before we just? What's this one? I forgot that one was there. Anyway, same time, same place next week. Thanks again, Jelly. Where's the outgoing? There it
Thanks,
is.
Jelly. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.